Right, lad. So say you had all that in place, right? Say I was able to give you all that community, that guidance, that structure, everything that you've said is going to be important for you to overcome that fear that you've had before and actually get to where you want to be, right? So can you actually tell me, man, if I was able to give you all that, where do you see yourself in, say, the next 6 months?
Definitely out of a job, 100%, and making money online. What I want to be doing.
Well, yeah, man, for sure. I mean, why wouldn't you want to be out of your job making some good dough online? But what would that money actually allow for you to do, man? Like just to leave your job or paint that life for me, you know what I mean?
No, it would be listen, making a lot of money online. I could do a lot of things. I could travel to wherever the fuck I wanted. Go and see a
Hmm,
bit of the world. Something I've always wanted to do.
class.
Take the kids obviously on holidays, different countries and stuff.
Hmm.
Like yeah, I would do so much.
Well, I mean, fantastic, man. So you don't want to share that success with them, essentially, your kids, right? But I mean, where are you going, man? Like, come on. Where are you going? Where are you traveling to?
I want to go to Egypt. I want to go and see the pyramids, the Great Pyramids.
Hmm, great. Unbelievable. And what,
So I
what pulled
do.
you to Egypt, just apart from the pyramids?
Uh, just just a fantastic country, obviously about the ancient Egyptians, I'm obviously into a bit of a history and, that just fascinates me, the way obviously they were like buried in them tombs and all that there,
Hmm.
so like it's mad. Plus it's warm.
Well, that's fantastic, man. That really does sound good. Because how is that different to the life that you're living right now, man? Like, break down a day to day in the life of you living in Egypt with your two kids, loving life.
Waking up in the morning, fresh as it is, jumping into the swimming pool, getting ready for the day, going sightseeing, going
Mm.
seeing the pyramids, obviously going camel riding, like the happiness that would take me would be unbelievable. Obviously, because obviously I'd see my kids happy, and it's just actually the thought of that's just overwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, man, because that happened. It almost sounds like you'd be getting therapy in a sense from actually just being able to go away. Like the happiness that that's going to bring to you, man. Like you just can't beat it, can you? But tell me, man, like, obviously being out in Egypt's one thing, but like whenever you come home from these amazing holidays with your two girls, what does life look like then? If you're out of your job and you have all the money that you could ever want.
Uh, coming home would be listen, coming home would be fantastic.
Mm.
Obviously the girls would obviously at school and stuff like that there, but even being there in the house present when for them coming running in the door, when I'm there, like that's brilliant. And then like when they do get the wee midterm breaks, bang, laptop into the bag. Where are we going this week? It could be anywhere again because I can work remotely.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic, man, because like how is that different to the life that you're living right now?
But because it's everything that I ever dreamed of doing, and
Mm.
I can't do that right now. What I'm doing, it's just not possible.
Yeah, man, for sure. Because you told me like how happy that's going to make you, right? How happy it will be, how happy you're going to be if you're able to do this for yourself and for your kids, right? But how do you think it's actually going to make your kids feel being able to, have a dad that just takes them away on whenever they come home from school on a midterm break and they just fly out to Egypt? Like, how's that going to make them feel?
Actually, they would just feel ecstatic, they would be the best feeling in the world, they'd be looking at their daddy like, that is, that's my hero, that's the way they'd be looking at it.
Yeah, man. And did you say that's the kind of dad you want to be remembered as, like as a hero?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
Mm, okay. Tell me, man, because this is a great dream you have. Like, fair play to you for having all this in place, right? When did you actually start thinking about this goal? Why is it so important to you now, essentially?
Because you only have one life, like if you sit around and wait too long, your life just goes back, So this is the reason why I'm on the call here today, Jacob. I need to do something. I need to start something sharp and quick, to start
Yeah,
making money online.
For sure, man, for sure. And in order to actually be able to start making that money online, like, well, sorry, let me rephrase that. Not start making money online. In order to actually be able to leave your job and live this life, right? And start through making money online, essentially. What do you feel like you would actually need to be making within the online space, like monthly, to be able to live that life?
To live that life, geez, you guarantee you'd want to be making at least 6 to 10 grand. Like, that would you'd be comfortable. That you would be
Hmm.
comfortable then.
So with that sort of 6 to 10K, let's just put it at 10K, right? Just
Hmm.
make our lives easier. Do you think that number would give you the lifestyle that you want?
Yeah, well, it would be a very good start.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure, man. Because like you are aware though that like at the end of the day, it is going to take a lot of hard work, right? A lot of sacrifice. Are you prepared to sort of put that work in? That sacrifice, that amount of time?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I mean, great. Because tell me, man, like, how long have you actually wanted to live that life? You know, wanting to be able to take your daughters away on their midterm breaks to Egypt, to just be able to live the life and provide the life for them that you've always wanted. How long have you been thinking about that?
Uh, yeah, I've been thinking that for a while. Like, probably over a year or so.
Mm.
Yeah, but over a year or so.
Well, I mean, let me break it down for you, but man, like a year, like that's 365 days. That's 365 days you've woken up in the morning and it's this thought's been in your head but not in your life. Like you've told me that this dream is worth essentially 10K a month for you, right? And it's been a year since you've wanted it, but you haven't really acted on it. So, like, man, that's 120K lost. What happens if you stay stuck and don't do anything for, say, another year?
No, that's then I'll not be able to do what I want to do. So like the time for change is now, and
Mm.
that's just got to be it.
Would you say that this dream that you've been having, these thoughts that you've been having, are they getting harder to ignore?
Yeah, 100%.
Because yeah, like they are getting harder to ignore, actually mentally and emotionally, right? But would you say it's also your dream's getting kind of expensive to ignore if you want to be making 10K months? Like you're losing a lot of money there, mate.
100%. Well, like the less I do, the less I do, like I'm not going to get there. So I need to obviously jump forward and start doing it as soon as possible. This is why I'm on. I want to get going.
Yeah, man, for sure. Because at the end of the day, it's not even just about making those 10K months, right? It's just about actually giving your kids a version of you that they're going to be proud of to remember, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you, like, do you feel like you'd actually be able to reach that goal that you just talked about? Being able to provide the life for your kids that you've always wanted to provide for them. Do you feel like you'd actually
Yeah,
be able
well,
to achieve that without, the guidance, the community, the structure that, you just told me that you need?
no, if I had the guidance and all that there, I'd say I'd be well capable of making that, yeah.
And why do you think that is?
Because I'm getting obviously taught by the best of the best, and uses the boys that obviously have done it before.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. Because how does it actually feel like knowing you're not able to put your family in the position that you've always wanted to put them in? How does that feel to you right now?
Well, it makes you feel like shit. So it does, it literally makes you feel like shit. Worthless.
Yeah, yeah, man, exactly. Like I get where you're coming from because I mean the school's been there for a while now, right? Like it's you've been thinking about it now for a year. Your kids are growing, time's not slowing down. So I mean, what it sounds like you're really missing is that community, that guidance, that structure that you talked about, which would actually finally allow you to achieve the goals that you wanted. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, 100%.